Are you concerned about Alzheimer's as you grow older? Would you like to recognize the symptoms that could signal the onset of dementia? Alzheimer's disease, AD, along with other forms of dementia, is a global problem. Estimates suggest at least 44 million people now live with the condition worldwide. Here we are going to reveal the 10 early warning signs of Alzheimer's disease. Plus, we'll share with you 2 highly effective ways to slow or even prevent the disease from developing in the first place. But first, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And remember to click that bell so you're the first to know when we release new content. Also, later in this video, we're giving away a brain-changing free gift, so make sure to look out for that. Okay then, get comfortable as we reveal the top 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's and 2 ways to prevent it. There are 3 stages of Alzheimer's: mild, which comes early in the process, moderate, which happens in the middle stages, and severe, which comes late in the process. This video focuses on the early symptoms. These are often subtle behaviors that may suggest the onset of Alzheimer's disease in you or a loved one. And they are at a stage where there is often still time to do something about it, either to stop it from happening or to greatly slow it from progressing. It's also important to note that these warning signs may be nothing to worry about. They can sometimes be explained by other things, such as lack of sleep, side effects of medication, or natural effects of the aging process. So let's begin our countdown of the top 10 warning signs of Alzheimer's and 2 ways to prevent it. Number 10, you constantly misplace things. Did you know that Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia? It's true. And experts estimate that 60 to 80% of all dementia cases are now Alzheimer's. But Alzheimer's disease is more than just a loss of short-term memory. Forgetting where you put something is a normal part of the aging process in older people. But medications, emotional upset, and other health issues can also cause poor memory. Misplacing things like a purse or the house keys is both annoying and frustrating, right? It can affect you at any age, especially when you're in a hurry or stressed. But if you are aged 65 and over and are misplacing things more than you ever used to, then it's an important sign that shouldn't be ignored. You need to ask yourself, can you retrace your steps and find what you're looking for without too much stress? And how do you feel about these incidents when they happen? If you lose things frequently and these incidents seem to rise, then you should check in with your doctor. If it happens multiple times each day, these are not typical symptoms associated with aging. The good news is that there are foods you can eat and activities you can partake in that will improve the communication between your nerve cells. Now let's move on to the next warning sign. Number 9, notable mood swings and personality changes. Other people may see your subtle mood swings and personality changes long before you do. It pays to listen to what your family and friends are saying in that regard. And if these mood swings are occurring due to a loss of control and in situations that would normally never cause you to react in that way, then it's time to see a doctor about it. According to a study published in Neurology Journal in 2015, mood and personality changes often occur long before dementia-related memory loss. The study found that early symptoms of Alzheimer's can trigger personality changes. For example, participants in the study may have switched from being shy and conservative to loud and outgoing. Depression, growing anxiety, and stronger emotional response to situations are other important signs to look out for. So what's happening, and why would you suffer in this way? There are numerous reasons why you might endure mood swings and personality changes. It could be a result of physical changes happening in your brain. Reacting to the stress caused by an inability to make rational decisions is another. The thing about mood swings is that they are never easy to manage without help, and they affect so many people, not just the person going through the problem, but loved ones as well. That brings us to the next warning sign. Number 8, judgment lapses and poor decision-making. According to a study published in the Journal of Dementia and Neuropsychology, judgment lapses and poor decision-making are potential early signs of Alzheimer's disease. In fact, the study found that they tend to precede symptoms of memory loss. It's worth noting that anyone at any age can have a lapse in judgment. So a bad decision here and there is not a certain warning sign of Alzheimer's. However, if there is a clear, unusually frequent pattern of inappropriate decisions or actions taking place, then it's a sign that should be taken pretty seriously, particularly for people aged 65 and over. Typical examples of poor judgments and decisions made during the onset of Alzheimer's may include ignoring medical advice after an illness or surgery, problems managing everyday finances, a decline in social interaction skills, lost interest in personal hygiene, grooming, and dressing, lack of concentration or making bad decisions while driving. These may be subtle differences too, but if you have the onset of Alzheimer's, they will progress with the disease. That brings us to the next warning sign in our countdown. Number 7, social withdrawal and interaction. Social withdrawal is often one of the very early signs of Alzheimer's disease. It begins with avoiding family, friends, and activities you once enjoyed. But here's something to think about. There are numerous studies that have proven that the onset of dementia-related memory loss is far slower in those who interact with others. And the more people you have in your social circle, the slower the decline. The science suggests that social interactions must be meaningful to be of use. Or to put it another way, interaction is of most benefit when you want it. Meaningful interactions are those that will enhance your lives or the lives of others. Singing in a choir, joining a group, eating with others at mealtime, or supporting a worthy cause are all excellent examples. It may come as no surprise that happily married couples have a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. And it's a similar story for unmarried couples who are in meaningful relationships. Can you guess why people in close relationships have a lower risk of getting dementia? There are several theories behind this. One is that older people who live together have healthier lifestyles than singles. They eat better, drink less alcohol, are less likely to smoke, and more socially active. Also, happy couples are constantly interacting with each other by negotiating and relating. Interactions like these keep a part of your brain engaged called the cerebral cortex. Your cerebral cortex handles social behavior, language, and reasoning. Which leads us to the next warning sign. Number 6, confusion over times and places. Education in all its forms can lower your risk of getting Alzheimer's disease, and it's never too late to engage your brain and learn new things that interest you. You might exercise your body, but how often do you give your brain a good workout? And why does it even matter? Well, an idle brain is more vulnerable to cognitive decline and daily confusion. But mental exercises may prevent or at least delay the onset of Alzheimer's. That's of little hope if you already experience confusion over dates, times, and places. But it's common for older people to get days and times wrong, and then they figure it out later. The early stages of confusion are mild but frustrating. Not being able to recall times and places can affect your interactions and decisions. Another frustration is that it becomes increasingly difficult to absorb new information. You don't have age-related confusion if you can't recall lost times, places, or events at all. Seek help if you find you're regularly losing track of days, dates, months, and seasons. This is called loss of temporal reasoning. It could be a sign of mental decline that has progressed past the early symptoms. That brings us to the next warning sign. Number 5, speaking and writing becomes difficult. Alzheimer's disease and other dementias are slow and progressive. Because of that, more than half the people living with Alzheimer's don't even know they have the condition. But if you can get it diagnosed early, it can open doors and help you prepare and plan. Early diagnosis could also mean better medical, emotional, and social care in the future. Losing your ability to engage in conversation or write well are important early signs to watch out for. Repeating what you've already said or stopping speaking mid-sentence are other signals. Perhaps you can still write but lose your spelling, grammar, and punctuation skills. Or you use words that are out of context or make no sense at all. This is called expressive aphasia. Your handwriting might become hard to read, even when you try to reread it. Bear in mind that communication through written and spoken words can change daily. Some days or times of day may be better than others. Being tired, stressed, or unwell can also exacerbate your communication problems. That brings us to the next item in our warning signs of Alzheimer's countdown. Number 4, hearing loss and dementia risk. Research from Johns Hopkins University found a link between hearing loss and dementia. People who had mild hearing impairment had double the risk of those with normal hearing, and it gets worse. Those who had a severe hearing impairment were 5 times more likely to develop dementia. So don't strain to listen if your hearing is failing you. Get it examined and treated instead. Next up is another dementia risk that rises if left untreated. Number 3, untreated depression. Depression is bad enough at any age, right? But it can really degrade the quality of life in older adults. And here's one very good reason you should treat your depression. Depression and dementia go hand in hand. Depressed adults have an increased risk of dementia, and it's substantial. A study published in the Archives of General Psychiatry revealed some alarming statistics. If you became depressed later in life, your risk of dementia increases by 70%. And if you've suffered from depression since middle age, that risk goes up to 80%. If you're living with depression, go see your doctor and get it treated. Do this and your dementia risk falls as you get your depression under control. The next warning sign on our list may be somewhat surprising. Number 2, too much sitting. Much research has linked sitting for extended periods with multiple health concerns. That includes an increased risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. To avoid premature cognitive decline, you need to stop sitting for extended periods. The link between too much sitting and dementia is straightforward, say scientists. It leads to atrophy or shrinking of a part of your brain responsible for memory functions. The way to stop the thinning of that area of your brain is low tech. All you need to do is spend less time on your butt and more time on your feet. Next up, and the last symptom on our countdown, goes from the mind to the body. How you look and care for yourself can be another telltale sign of early Alzheimer's disease. Number 1, changes in appearance and personal hygiene. It's now estimated that 6 to 8% of all people over 60 have Alzheimer's. It's also why the World Health Organization sees dementia as a serious health priority. Our last warning sign of Alzheimer's is less subtle, especially to observers. Changes in appearance and personal hygiene are not always deliberate. If you had the early onset of AD, you might simply forget to bathe, groom, or dress appropriately. Or you lose interest and no longer see personal care as an essential priority. A slide in personal hygiene is more of a worry and more advanced than poor dress sense. It can cause offensive odors, a breakdown of skin tissue, and discomfort, but that's not all. Poor personal hygiene can encourage the growth of parasites and fungus. Over time, these skin infestations can lead to several painful diseases. It's time to seek expert help if you or someone close to you forgets or refuses to wash. Other noticeable slips in personal hygiene and grooming may include stop combing hair and/or visiting the hairdresser, long or dirty nails, men growing a wild and unkempt beard. Women might stop applying makeup, wearing the same old clothes every day, dirty, unwashed laundry piling up, messy bathrooms, thick dust that accumulates in the home. Now let's look at 2 action steps you can take to reduce your risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Some of these suggestions may even prevent it from happening altogether. Action step number 1, reducing your risk of heart disease reduces dementia risk. What's good for your heart is also good for your mind. Seriously, if you take care of your heart, there's a good chance you can reduce your risk of dementia too. But how does that work? Well, if you don't get regular physical activity, your risk of heart disease goes up. Plus, you're more likely to become overweight or morbidly obese with age. Overweight people are most at risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and researchers have linked type 2 diabetes to a higher risk of developing dementia. You gain other benefits with regular exercise as well. Fit and healthy older adults are less likely to suffer from cognitive impairment. Or, to put it in simple English, you have less memory and thinking issues if you work out. The solutions are straightforward if you're able-bodied. The first thing to do is sit less and move more than you currently do. Then work towards at least 150 minutes or 2.5 hours of exercise each week. Your aerobic workouts should be aerobic activities of moderate intensity. Some examples are gentle jogging, brisk walking, swimming, dancing, and cycling. Also, make sure you get some form of strength exercise 2 to 3 times a week. Consider yoga or gardening if you have a fertile outdoor space. And by the way, yoga stretches offer the perfect workout for enthusiastic gardeners. Other heart-healthy choices that can reduce your risk of dementia are eating a well-balanced, healthy diet, keeping your alcohol consumption within the recommended limits. If you smoke, try to quit, and maintain a healthy blood pressure level. And the second of 2 things you can do to fight or prevent Alzheimer's is action step number 2, exercise your brain and stay connected. We can sum this final section in the video with a simple catchphrase: use it or lose it. It really is that simple. Stimulating your mind helps keep it active and fends off dementia risk. Therefore, exercising your brain is critical to good health as a physical workout. Both regular physical and mental workouts help to keep your brain in tip-top shape, and a healthier brain is more able to fight off threats to its cognitive functioning. You could delay the symptoms of Alzheimer's by years or prevent dementia altogether. And here's the really good news. Brain exercises are easy, and you can do them at any time, wherever you are. And it needn't be a chore either. All you do is find a mind-stimulating exercise you enjoy. Here are a few examples of brain activities to get you thinking. Word and number-related puzzles like crosswords and Sudoku. Play card games like Bridge, Go Fish, Gin Rummy, and Poker. Try your hand at creative research writing. Read challenging books. Learn something new, for example, a musical instrument or a foreign language. You get the idea. It doesn't take much to formulate a brain workout plan. What are you doing to reduce your dementia risk? We'd love to hear about your experiences and lifestyle choices. Let us know how you're getting on in the comments below. Oh, and remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell for early notifications. We're Brain Health Smarts. Our mission is to bring you life-changing tips, tricks, and updates. Videos that help you care for your brain and boost your mental prowess. And don't forget, we have an important free gift for you. Brain Food Secrets, the 15 worst and best foods for your brain. Simply click the link in the description below. You'll discover foods that help optimize your brain's health, enhance your mental focus, boost your mood, and more. Thanks for watching. We hope you're having a happy and brain-healthy day.